Hi, my name's Faith. This is Taylor, Sandra, and Jordan. And we all researched the current refugee crisis and came up with the question, what are the implications of allowing refugees into the United States? So just some context, on average there's about 34,000 displaced people every day. And these people are living in war zones where they can't, living every day is a struggle and they're just trying to make it through each day. And when they come to America, they take labor force jobs that many Americans wouldn't take. And there is aid out there that is helping refugees, but the aid is lacking because a lot of refugees are still left in their homelands where there's a lot of war. And then nearly half of the U.S. refugees in 2016 came from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And then this chart from the U.S. State Department of Refugees Processing Center just breaks down where the refugees came from. And then the lenses we used mine was political and historical, Sandra's was economical, Jordan was social cultural, and then Taylor was futures.
Okay, so we believe that in order to solve the refugee crisis from the Middle East coming to America, we should set apart land to create a sense of community, obtain jobs, and get them out.
So the first solution would be setting aside land for refugees to live on in an isolated community and providing them with governmental services such as English classes and food stamps. And these classes would help them to prepare for life afterwards on their own when they're in American society. And if they just integrated into the society automatically, they probably don't know English and probably don't have enough money or clothes to support themselves, so this would really help them for independent life. Some limitations: economically, it would be expensive to build communities and provide services to the refugees. Futuristically, we can't let everybody in, so there would have to be a limit. And we would also have to decide from which countries they come from and how much from each country. So if a country didn't get chosen, then they could get upset, so we basically can't make everybody happy. And politically, not everybody supports refugees, including the president and people like legislative. So if they wanted this solution to not happen, they're capable of not making it happen because they have the majority in the Senate. So it really just all depends on them. And then socially and culturally, they have different cultures and they don't speak English most likely, so that can come into conflict with people who have different cultures than them, or Americans who are not open to change with their culture. It can cause conflict. Some implications: economically, America would have to set aside money to build communities and services for refugees. Futuristically, new opportunities could arise from refugees, like a better economy, unemployment rate decrease, and more job opportunities. Politically, as a result of the solution happening, it would need bipartisan support. And when refugees get here, they would have to become citizens, and Americans would have to have an open mind to the refugees, and they would also have to be welcoming to refugees. And lastly, socially and culturally, they would have to learn English, and Americans and refugees, all of us would have to be accepting and tolerant of our differences.
Our second solution is sending supplies to refugees in other countries that can't come to the United States because of caps on the population. This would give refugees a chance to stay in their own country and not have to come to the United States and develop a new life. Some of the limitations are that economically, the cost of sending these supplies over is a lot for America that they might not be able to afford. Futuristically, the supplies only last for a short amount of time and not for a long period of time or for their future. America would also want to be paid back, and most likely other countries would not want to give them the money for this. There would also be conflict between which countries receive aid and which don't. Some implications are that the refugees could keep their own culture and not have to come to the United States and go to schools and jobs and learn new languages. America could also place laws that would restrict the amount of aid they send or what kind of aid they give. And lastly, America would have to set aside money to send these supplies over.
In conclusion, we believe overall that America would only be able to spend a certain amount of money because they have other major things they have to worry about. And then America as well can only set apart so much land for this group of people. And in that area, there will most likely be war zones, and not everyone will be able to get helped.
And then just to say our preferred solution again, it would be to set aside land in the United States. So that way the refugees could have a sense of community to be with people who are going through the same thing. And so that way the organizations can work with them to help them set up a better future and get jobs.
Good job, guys. You're right in your time frame. You had like 30 seconds left. All right, so I've already tallied your score, so I'm going to jump right into oral defense questions. Any preference? No? If you're in the audience, remember you're not talking because we're being recorded right now. Okay. Jordan, I'm going to start with you. That's okay. Can you describe how the group decided to include Taylor's perspective or lens into the overall presentation?
She had futuristic, so like a lot of the implications, because they haven't happened yet, so, and they're going to happen in the future if they came, so it was really helpful to determine like the effects of the solution and limitations.
Thank you. Sandra? Reflecting on your colleagues' work, which one had the greatest impact on your overall understanding of the problem that your group identified?
I think everyone in general had a major impact on the understanding because I had economic and I was only able to see so much, and gathering everyone's data and information, I was able to get a general idea.
Thank you. Faith? What was the strongest counter argument to the solution or conclusion that your team identified, and why?
It was that America wouldn't have enough land because like they can only set aside so much land, and we addressed that because there are already caps on refugees, and we don't want to like put another cap on them, but we just want to make sure as many refugees can come as possible, but with only a certain amount of land.
Thank you. And Taylor? In the future, what would you change to your group norms or rules, and how would you expect that to improve your presentation or your work together?
In the future, I would change how somewhat of what we researched. I would maybe try to get more research so we can come up with more solutions instead of just being able to come up with two. So we can come up with more so we can choose from a bigger variety of solutions.
Very good. Thank you all.